Hi guys, welcome back. So we're going to try this blue printing ink. If this process doesn't work this time, there's only one method I can do next, which is where when I put the ink on, I leave it to dry over a couple of days and then add on more ink. That is the only thing I could think of. If that doesn't work, then I would have to think of something else to use the product for, because it's getting to the point now where the pigment is just not coming through as brightly. I still have this print left and then another print left, obviously, but from my last two prints, which if any of you didn't realise, I actually recorded because it was our first impressions of this printing ink. I'll leave it in the description box if you would like to check that out. Basically the black over prevailed and it just shone through everything. The blue didn't really show up. I have cleaned the board and then put this blue ink on top. I have put about 6 drops on. Normally when it comes to printmaking, I only do 1 or 2, depending on the colour obviously, but this is the first time I've used actual colour rather than just black ink. I did notice that the blue was a lot more fluid and less thick than the black, so we're just going to have to run with it. I've got my paper ready, so I'm just going to crack on straight away and hopefully we'll get a good piece. I'm not 100% fussed on what the artwork is going to look like. I just need to get the ratios of ink to board right, so then I can start to physically remember how much ink I need to put on the board compared to the black if I want to use a mixture, because I do have 2 prints that I would like to print over using the blue. See, I don't want to print over it and then just the black come through again, because then it would just be a solid black box if that makes any sense at all. That's the whole point of adding a coloured ink. I would just like it to be a bit more pigmented, and if that means just putting a couple of extra drops on, then that's fine with me, but I would like to be able to use it with my artist practice because that is why I bought it for. Good thing about having a clean board, you can see bits of it. All the bits that you can't see through, that's actually from acrylic paint. It's not a massive issue, it's just one of those things that you have to deal with. I don't know if I mentioned this paper has been saturated with water. It does really help with it being water based that I wet my paper, because then more ink comes off. Okay. Fingers crossed. Fabulous. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Mentioned that the board was still a little bit wet from when I washed all the ink off. That's just one of those things that you're going to get. But I really like the fact that this is very well pigmented. It does mean I won't be able to really incorporate black. If I do, it have to be like the tiniest bit, because it does overpower and make things a lot more harder to work with. Composition wise, this is quite nice, but obviously that wasn't what I was aiming for. I was aiming for just making sure the pigment actually does come out when it's not influenced with black, which it has, which is great. Be slightly different when it is dried. It normally is, it just kind of loses a bit of its pigment, but it's just nice to know that I have a process that I can use it for. I will still try using the board after it's been dried, after it's been layered up again, just so I can see the difference, if it does make any difference. Obviously want to get the best out of my materials because they cost money, if it will make a better artwork as well. So very happy with this. Finally found a process that can actually get it out. Like I said, with a lot of artworks, you just have to kind of experiment with and around them until you find the process which is pretty much bang on for what you want. For some people, the other 2 prints are probably more their style, where it has like a leak of blue, but for me, I like the colours to come through more than I do than the black for what I want in my project currently. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it insightful and useful if you're using this product. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you would like, there's my social medias in my description box, to links to all my social medias, obviously, and also my eBay selling account, which is where I sell all my artworks, including a couple extras that I don't record on my channel. But until next time, I shall see you guys later. Bye now.